Okay, welcome to another New York Times crossword solve from Crosshatch Puzzles. This is going to be my third one in a week, which is a level of regularity I didn't necessarily think I'd be able to keep up, and I probably won't, but enjoying it while I can. We are at Thursday, June 5th, 2025, and this is apparently a debut crossword by Timothy Gates. It being a Thursday, we're going to expect some trickery probably in the grid, some kind of challenging theme here. So I'll see how we get along. Okay, here we go. Toggle on a digital clock. I mean, I want to say AM, PM. But I don't know if that's necessarily what we're looking for. We'll see. Leader of brothers. Don't know. Gillette razor. Gillette Twin, I think, is one of the models of their razors. I'm going to put that in for now. My T key, or my W key is a little sticky right now, as is the K. Hopefully that doesn't cause me too many issues. Okay, confirmed to be true, and this is a theme entry, so I'm not even going to try right now. Like 2027 and 2029, but not 2025. My guess is again that these are prime numbers, in other words, not divisible by anything other than themselves and 1. 2025 for sure is not a prime, as it is divisible by 5. Offhand, I'm not sure if 2027 and 2029 are or not, but probably in 5 letters. That's what they're after. Someone who knows how the sausage gets made. I mean, it might be something like a butcher or something like that, but again, with a tricky Thursday theme, I'm not even going to try to put it in just without anything to go on. Works traditionally performed with musical accompaniment in ancient Greece. Ancient Greece. Works traditionally performed with musical accompaniment. These might be odes. Maybe an ode in not in the modern poetic sense, but in the ancient Greek sense. Something is sort of tugging at my memory about this. I'm gonna put that in and see what happens. Goliath, and here I don't think we're talking about the singular character from mythology, but probably just a generic term for, I don't know, a giant or something like that. Let me see if we can find some crosses here. Inclined, if you're inclined to do something, you're perhaps, if you're inclined toward a particular skill, you're perhaps apt. I'm not totally convinced by this, but I'm fairly convinced by prime, so let's go with it. Actor Cox of Succession. Is this Brian Cox? I know that is the name of an actor. I haven't seen Succession. I know, don't at me. Yeah, armed thieves, something theme related. Armed thieves. Midwest city whose name consists of 2 interjections. Interjections being a part of speech for something like oh, or well, we're gonna have to see what this is. Midwest city. Can't immediately see what Midwest city would fit in this with the M there. 5 letters. I'm not sure. This clue's number +1. This is 9 down, so I guess we're looking for 10. Does that help us here? Leader of brothers. Probably should, but I can't see it. What about this? Goliath. A titan is another word for a large being. I'm going to guess that's what's going on there. Unwanted ingredient when assembling s'mores, say, an ant? Like if you're at a campfire and an ant gets into your s'more, I mean, it doesn't look great here, but with a theme puzzle, it could be anything really. Would this work? Oh. Whose name consists of 2 interjections. Can this be Omaha? But like, is aha is an interjection for sure. Is Om an interjection? I don't know. It looks okay, except this. Ash. Okay, unwanted ingredient when assembling s'mores. Ash from the campfire. Okay, great. I like it. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Setting for a Laura Ingalls Wilder book series. The book series is Little House on the Prairie, but now I don't, maybe this is the town that it's supposed to take place in. I don't even know what that is. I should. I've read it, but it was, a number of years ago, so. To garner. To garner, I imagine this is a verb we're looking for here. Maybe twin isn't right. Huge fan club, so to speak. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, I don't like it. It didn't help out in any of these things. Not approximate, say. I mean, you're looking for something like exact or precise, but neither of those quite fit in here. Coach's charge. A team. A coach is in charge of a team. Does that help here? A huge fan club could be an army. I can't even think of an example. I should be able to, but certainly certain bands and stuff speak of having armies as their fan base. To garner, to earn, or to reap, maybe, could be. Maybe this is Gillette Aura. Would reap work here? Blank love. Puppy love is a common phrase. Reap would work, and a Gillette Aura. That does sound somewhat familiar. This still not looking great. Not approximate, say, actual. Okay, so yeah, if you're looking at something that's not the approximate value, it's the actual value, that would work. Shoot into the pocket in snooker. So I thought pocket was the verb. I don't know. Clamorous, noisy, rowdy, or with an A at the beginning. Clamorous, not sure. Finally, at last, you could say, again, the clue being in quotes, and we're looking for something that you could say that would replace the material in the quote. So instead of saying finally, you could say at last. To pot? Is that a thing? To shoot into the pocket? To pot? I don't know. Not sure about that. Hasty. Rash, a rash decision here. I still don't like this. I don't know what else to put. Barrier to entry, an obstacle, or a barrier to entry. I don't know. Like dress shirts typically, and this is another theme clue. Maybe I should look at the revealer and see if I can get it. Emphatic instruction for entering the answers to this puzzle's 10 starred clues. Oh, good gracious. Okay, well, we're gonna have to see if we can fill some things in. This might, Leader of Brothers, this might be a reference to a specific... Oh, an abbot. Okay, so brothers as in brothers in a fraternity but a sacred fraternity, like an abbey of monks or something like that. So an abbot would be the leader of those brothers. And then, okay, armed thieves says bits. So what could the answer actually be, and how did we get from that to bits? Armed thieves. Not coming to me just yet. Let's see if odes is correct here. To proclaim, to announce, to, I don't know, lead into care, a word that can go before care. Home care, or necessity for a reservation, perhaps. This is probably going to be a credit card. Often you get asked to sort of put your credit card in to keep a reservation. Okay, so at least that letter seems to be accurate. Word that can redundantly follow I myself, sometimes to sort of re-emphasize that you're talking about yourself and not somebody else. I myself can do this, or whatever. A rainwater clearer. a gutter or I don't know, sewer. Mr. Spock, for example, I would have thought alien. Maybe this isn't credit card. Really? I was so sure about that. Maybe it's not, because, I mean, this still looks like it might actually be AM, PM, because then lead into care could be Medicare, like Medicare, the sort of health care system, public health care system in the States. Proclaim, avow, maybe. Rainwater clearer, a wiper, as in on your dashboard of a car. Blame it on, I think this is Rio, and so this does look like alien. Necessity for reservation, a prepay card? Prepayment, maybe. That makes much more sense. I don't know why I left card in there. That was dumb. Okay, confirmed to be true. Very. There must be something going on. Confirmed to be true. So aver like this, that means confirmed to be true. A-V-E-R. How would that work here? Armed thieves. I mean, I want this to be something like robbers. And I see like some of that in here, but not all of it. Okay, we're gonna need to keep at it here. See, this wants to be butcher. And again, I see some of that here, but not T-C-H. If we put the H here, I mean, this is not looking great, but U-T-C-H-E-R, like some of that is in there. Okay, well, we'll keep going. Telephone number add-ons. The number is abbreviated here, so we're probably looking for an abbreviation itself. The extensions, I think, is what we're after here. A cunning sort, a sly fox, as a sort of a figurative cunning figure. Formal expressions of praise. I'm going to need some more crosses here. Emergency item on a ship, a raft, or a vest, maybe, or I don't know. Langston Hughes' poem published during the Harlem Renaissance. I should know this. Yeah, I don't know. Light shade, and this could be like a light shade of a color, or it could be a literal light shade. Not sure. Nickname for Louis Armstrong. Satch, I think, is ringing a bell. I Too, this is the name of the poem. Langston Hughes. Supporting. Lil Belly, a tum. That's funny. Sort of a cute way of saying, cute and a shortened way of saying belly, a tum for stomach. Removing lumps from, in a way, I don't know. Like some coffees and mob targets. Coffees. Mob targets. What do you call a mob target? A mark, but that doesn't work here. I don't know. A saint in the Caribbean, the island of Saint Lucia, is probably what we're after there. Not a person, but a place with the saint in the name. Neighbor of the pound sign on a telephone keypad. Sorry. Neighbor of the pound sign. I think the pound sign is below the number 9, and that's what fits in here. So I'm gonna guess that's correct. The Forbidden City's Meridian blank. I have no idea what this is about. Showed for the first time. Oh, there's so many of these. Oh, like some coffees and mob targets. Iced. So iced coffees, but to ice someone is a sort of a gangster way of saying to off them or to kill them. So yeah, iced. Okay. Removing lumps from. So I feel like this. We wanted this to be what do you call it? With a sieve. Gosh, it's completely evading me. Sifting. Okay, so again, ting, if this is G, meridian gate, perhaps? If this is G, like sifting, like some of this is in here, but not all of it. Where is the rest of it? And yeah, oh man. Glamorous. Maybe this isn't. Well, Abbott I know is for sure. Prime is for sure. Goliath is for sure. Ash is pretty well for sure. There's gotta be Omaha. Pot I'm not sure about, so I'm gonna take that out. Glamorous. Gosh. Setting for a Laura Ingalls Wilder book series. The Prairie? Is it just Little House on the Prairie? So is it just The Prairie? But then what is this? Maybe I'm still not quite... Maybe this is Aurore, clamorous? Aurore? Is that a word? Never heard it, but it seems like it could be a thing. Gillette Atra? I mean, everything else looks right. I really hope that's not going to be the thing that's like not correct in this puzzle. Okay. Diminutive suffix in Spanish, so ita could be. I'm thinking of like senora, senorita, like that. Or people say like abuela is the word for grandmother. Some people say affectionately abuelita, like that. So I'm guessing this is what this is going to be. A barrier to entry. Still don't know there. Like dress shirts, I don't know. Activist Brockovich, is this Aaron Brockovich of the movie? Must be. Stir up. This in a different crossword. This was royal, like to stir water in a way to cause it to become sort of cloudy. That doesn't look like what we're looking for here. One standing near a pond, maybe standing near a pond. I don't know. Supporting. Okay, so this could be like supporting a motion in a parliament or something like that. So it could be 4. Emergency item on a shift does look like a raft here. Formal expressions of praise. Light shade. Ecru is a shade, like off-white kind of shade. So what would this formal expressions of praise? Again, I want like it to be something like this. One who's conspicuously excellent, standout, a standout. Okay, so what formal expressions of, okay, wait, what was this? Sifting. So we've taken out if here, we've taken out oh no, we've taken out if again, verify. Okay. Armed thieves. Bandits. We've taken out and. Okay. We've taken out but here. No ifs, ands, or buts. Really? Really? Removes lumps from, in a way. Sifting. We've taken out the if for sift from sifting to get sting. We've taken out. What did I say here? Shoot. I don't know if I had this one yet, but here is certainly one who's conspicuously excellent. We've taken out the and from standout to get stout. What would this be? Tifries or butteries? Tributes. Tributes. We've taken out the but from tributes to get tries. Okay, starting to get it. Buying a gallon of milk, picking up the laundry, etc. Buying a gallon of milk, picking up the laundry, etc. Barrier to entry. Like dress shirts, typically. Like dress shirts. Still a few steps away here. Okay. Food, subject to internet debate over whether or not it's a sandwich. With a T, I'm guessing this is going to be taco. Is a taco a sandwich? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. What do you think? A biblical beast here. With an A. Biblical beast. Oh, I don't know. A club might be seen on one. A club, like a golf club, or a club might be seen on one. I don't know. I think this is going to be no ifs, ands, or buts. Okay. And let's see here. Home of the historic Oscars Hall Palace. I don't know. 1970s tennis champ Smith. Stan Smith? Don't know. General name on a Chinese menu. Not just any general name, but the name of a general. General So. So just look like this is going to be Stan. The name does ring us a vague bell. Get ready to hit all the right notes. To tune, as in an orchestra or an instrument. Cave dweller. A bat lives in a cave. Professional writer of a sort. I want to say steno. For a stenographer. Like a court stenographer or something like that. Someone who takes notes. Home of the historic Oscars Hall Palace, Oslo. I think Oscar the First is a former king of Norway. I don't think of Oscar as a particularly Scandinavian name, or Norse name, but anyway. Cliched, banal, is another word for cliche. Neighbors of Croats are Serbs, from Serbia as opposed to Croatia. A club might be seen on one. An ace, as in the suit clubs, and an ace of clubs. Okay, very good. Biblical beast, an asp. Is that a beast? Is that a biblical beast? I mean, it's a real creature also. More famous for its association with Cleopatra and Egypt. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's something else. Who knows? What Indiana Jones famously isn't fond of? Asps? Okay, why would this be? Oh, a biblical beast could be an ass. A donkey. Okay, this makes much more sense. Okay. Alley-oop is a type of a basketball shot involving two people. Doomed from the get-go for short. Dead on arrival is a common acronym, meaning that you're sort of destined for doom. Street urchins. I would have thought rascals, but I don't think we're missing an if or an and or a but here. Waifs, maybe. So if we take out the if from waifs, we get was. Have down. Oh, as in a subject matter or a subject material. You know, if you have it down, you know it. Okay, companionship? Question mark? Don't know. Antidotes, perhaps. Sera, I think is what this is. So plural of the word serum is sera. Serum is a kind of, and it can be anyway, an antidote to something, as a formulation, chemical formulation that often gets, I guess, injected. I guess. Okay, showed for the first time. Showed. So I think this is going to be deed, but what are we missing here? Debuted. Showed for the first time, debuted. So we're taking out the but from debuted to get deed. Okay. An animal symbol of innocence, a doe, a female deer. Companionship. Ark. A ship on which all the animals had companions. 2 by 2, Noah's Ark. Okay, companionship. Very good. Kilns for hops. Is this called, are these oasts? Okay, so the only reason I know this is because of the brewing company in Niagara-on-the-Lake called Oast House. And I didn't have any idea what that word meant. But given what's here and given the association with hops and beer, I'm guessing that's what it's going to be. Cost of doing business, maybe a fee would make sense here. To cultivate, I don't know. Stunning 17,000-year-old discovery in France's Lascaux cave. That's art. I believe it's art of a deer or something like that. I think the earliest example of sort of an visual artistic expression by humans. Not supporting. So we had supporting before at 44 across here. Supporting was 4. Not supporting. Anti, I guess, is not supporting. Down under bounders. So it's sort of an informal way of describing kangaroos as roos, as bounders, animals who leap or jump down under in Australia. Flat sign. Flat sign. Oh, to let. So flat being the sort of British English way of describing an apartment. If you have a sign on relating to a flat, to let again is the sort of the British way of saying to rent. So yeah. To cultivate land is to till it, and the cluster in an archipelago, which is literally a group of islands. So we can have some isles in an archipelago there. Okay. Picking up, buying. Oh, I'm just going to pause this for a second. Oh. Okay, just had to blow my nose. Didn't want to do that on camera. Okay. Buying a gallon of milk, picking up the laundry, etc. What are we missing here? If, and, or but. So close here. One standing near a pond. Maybe. A barrier to entry. Like dress shirts, typically. What are, like, buttoned? Oh, a diminutive suffix could be ito. I was looking at the female form, but certainly ito could be. Okay, so if we take out but out of the word buttoned, we can get toned. Okay. And then what would this be? Buying a gallon of milk, picking up the laundry, etc. Errands. Okay, so if we take out and out of errands, we get heirs. To stir up is to rile in the sense of to make someone angry or to stir up an argument, to rile. Barrier to entry, a turnstile, as in at a subway station. And then one standing, okay, so reeds literally stand at the edge of ponds. That's where they grow. Okay, so I'm hoping we're all correct here. Okay, so really fun theme. I'm glad I did get it not too far in, about halfway into the puzzle. that we've got no ifs, ands, or buts are emphatic instruction for entering the answers to this puzzle's 10 starred clue. So let's go through them one at a time here. We've got confirmed to be true, which the answer would be verify, but we've taken out the if, so we're at very. Here, armed thieves are bandits, but we've taken out the and, so bits. Here, someone who knows how the sausage gets made is a butcher, but we've taken out but, so we have just share. Where's the next one here? Here. Removing lumps from in a way is sifting, which took me a long time to just even come up with that, but we've taken the if out of sifting to get sting. Here, showed for the first time is debuted, but we've taken the but out to get deed. Here, formal expressions of praise are tributes, but we've taken out the but to get tries. Here, one who's conspicuously excellent is a standout, but we've taken out the and to get stout. Here, like dress shirts typically are buttoned, but we've taken out the but to get toned. Here, buying a gallon of milk, picking up the laundry, etc. are errands, but we've taken out the and to get airs. And our final one here, street urchins are waifs. We've taken out if to get was. And there you go. That's the no ifs, ands, or buts theme for today. Lovely, very clever, and we've got this sort of vertical symmetry here about the middle of the grid, and very nicely lined up the entries, and all of them I think are 4 or 5 letters long. Oh, except for this one, the bottom is only 3. So great level of consistency here, which is always appreciated. So that is our crossword for Thursday, June 5th. A delightful debut by Timothy Gates, and I hope you found that entertaining to watch, and let me know how you found this compared to other Thursday puzzles. And I'll see you again next time I have time to do another one of these. Ta-ta for now.